One of your big haters on YouTube is this girl called Katiclyzm with like a fringe, I don't know, like a...
Oh, I think is she the one with the plush teddies?
Yeah, I think
in
so.
her bedroom?
Yeah.
I think I saw her briefly, but I didn't watch it all. And she was...
Well, actually, she has a question for you herself.
Okay.
So her question is this. Have you been diagnosed with any mental illnesses?
No.
So if you've seen my previous 2 videos, you will know who Katy Robertson is, but I will give a little introduction for those who don't, which means it's your lucky day. Katy Robertson is a 19-year-old OF creator who kind of blew up for saying that she was the reason that Molly May and Tommy Fury, everyone's absolute favourite internet celebrities, broke up, which is really tragic and sad, and my condolences and all that. But other than the Molly May and Tommy kind of controversy that she's placed herself in the middle of, she also garnered attention because she filmed herself throwing her used underwear at her biological father's head for a TikTok, which resulted in the end in him losing his job as a teacher. And you know me, alright, I love to look at freaks online and talk about why it's weird, and you would think after 2 videos I would have had my fill, you know, and I wish I had. I really wish I had. But after the beginning that you saw and she answered my question as to whether she has any mental illnesses, she said she doesn't. I mean, I guess that's up for debate, if I'm honest. I thought this was a perfect time to look through the rest of that podcast, as well as just see where she's at on her TikTok. Because, funnily enough, from this podcast that Rory Paints posted, she actually asked him to take down a lot of the Tommy Fury parts, which... it's a little bit strange considering she's still posting about Tommy Fury. So who knows? Genuinely, who knows? But sit back, guys, and relax as we dive into Katy Robertson. That's a sentence no one's ever said. Well, yeah, no, maybe people have said that. But that's a sentence that Tommy Fury definitely has not said.
Do you know what defamation is?
Defamation, yeah.
Defamation, yeah. Defamation, yeah. Part of the reason, yeah. Sorry, but I can't help it. Every time she says that, it's like there's the lights are on, but nobody's home. Genuinely, and it's fascinating. This podcast that we're about to watch is genuinely quite interesting because I've never seen her like this before. She almost comes across as likeable, which I know, who would have thought I would have ever said that, which is quite misleading when you realise that she films herself bending over half naked in front of her dad while he's asleep. It's almost like she's normal. Almost.
You've got a few, I would say, more haters than...
Yeah, I have a lot of people hate on everything, but a lot of boys are still are fine. It's girls. Girls are the biggest haters on me at the minute.
Well, I mean, I'm about to annoy some people, all right, but saying that there's some men that don't hate you, it means nothing, all right, because obviously the men are buying your OF, we know that, but men aren't fussy, really. A lot of men, they're not picky. I mean, some of the men are taking turkeys in the factory and putting them on the end of their tip, so I feel as if that's not really proving a point. But, I mean, go off, Queen, go off. I mean, she's right, I am a woman, and I'm a hater, so can't argue with that one.
You are an OF creator.
Yes.
And you're known for doing some nasty stuff on the internet.
Yeah, some crazy things.
You're known for being inappropriate with your father.
Yes.
Yes, I'm actually known for being inappropriate and sexual with my dad, and that's my selling point. And it's lovely. That's why I've got a grin on my face, even though I should probably be locked away. Because no one should be doing that with their biological dad, because that's weird, Katy. But yeah, go off, Queen. Smile. You know, grin. Give everyone that pearly white smile.
And you're also the big one. You're known for the big one. Sleeping with Tommy Fury, potentially breaking up his relationship or being semi-responsible.
A lot of people miscommunication, yeah.
Okay.
And open relationship with a footballer.
Yeah, something that she's also recently started to do is say that she's in a relationship with a Premier League footballer. Now, look, man, I'm not a football fan. I don't know what Premier League even means. I'm guessing it's something good, something important, something high up. So I'm also going to assume that these Premier League footballers... How do I... Right, okay. I'm trying to be nicer these days. How do I say this? I'm going to assume that they have a lot of money and probably a lot of women after them. Now, I'm not saying you're aesthetically challenged, okay? I'm just saying they could have anyone, you know? And Christ, I'm horrible. I'm just saying, why would they pick you when your personality smells like poopy caca? Let's just leave it there.
So basically, you are probably one of, if not the most hated girl in the UK right now.
By a lot of girls, probably, yeah. Guys don't seem to pass comments. It's girls.
Yeah, there's a few guys that probably hate you as well.
Yeah, a few are probably.
Yeah, I mean, I hate this. She's pissing me off already. You can't take the route of girls just hate me, yeah? Like, there's nothing behind your eyes, for one. And second of all, I mean, yeah, girls are more likely to be verbally critical of you because I think it seems to me that online girls do just come to talk more about the issues of things, whereas men are more likely to pick up their phone and just call you a fucking over the phone. But no, I don't think that's the case. I think you're hated equally by all genders. There's probably some non-binary people that hate you as well. Everyone seems to hate you. Honestly, you're hated by everyone, all right? Except, again, the people that probably would pipe a turkey. Like, yeah, there's a percentage of people that would like to see you naked for OF content, but there's something for everyone, man. You know, it's 2025. Like, it is what it is.
But obviously you have a lot of only subscribers that don't care about that.
A lot of only subscribers, yeah, they love what I do. They think it's maybe crazy and weird, but there's so many people out there that are messed up anyways. They enjoy it, I don't know.
I mean, I kind of get what she's trying to say. She's saying there is an audience for everything. And I feel like, yeah, that is true. But then you've got things like, for example, age play that people are genuinely into. And just because that's something people are into doesn't mean you should cater to it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's her fault that there are people out there that want to watch her get piped after throwing her crusty pants on her dad's head. But at the same time, I don't know, I'd still be embarrassed just because people like it. Still weird. And I mean, any man or woman, you know, women might be buying it, that sees her bend over in front of her dad and then get turned on by that, so they go and purchase her OF, they probably need to, like, euthanize themselves, genuinely, or just die or something.
Are you okay with the hate?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother you?
It doesn't bother me so much because the people that are hating, I feel like, don't have much of a life.
She got me. She's got me. She's true. I don't have much of a life. In fairness, Katie, I give you this one. I'm sat in my room talking about you, talking about how people hate you. I'm kind of actually the bottom of the food chain, really. So you know what? Yeah, I respect that. 1-0 to you. And also, she says that, right, as I said at the beginning, she says she doesn't mind the hate. But I've been informed by Rory, the interviewer on this channel, that she actually asked him, after it was posted, to take away the Tommy Fury parts and the Premier League footballer bits, which implies she is getting affected by the hate because they're the things she's getting hated on the most for. If you're not bothered about the hate, why would you want him to take them down? Just saying.
They just seem in they're like, oh, she's another creator, and I do the full everything. So men are paying for it, and it's bringing in more people because more people are then talking about my name. And the girls that are hating is actually funding me. This is the thing. This is the crazy thing. The more talk about this, the more money, the more revenue. Like.
So even this right now might be helping you.
And yeah, you know what? I understand that is the flaw, even with me coming here to talk about it. But the thing is, she would have been online promoting this anyway, right? She was gonna get OF followers anyway because she's posting on TikTok so often. I do of course understand that, especially my couple of videos, they blew up on her, and I know I have now contributed to the issue. But what I would say to that is, like, I don't particularly bear responsibility for that. Her making money from this doesn't really concern me. The actions that she's doing are odd, and I think it's weird. But I don't know, maybe this is a cop-out and I'm chatting out my arse, but I just feel as if I don't really care that I'm getting her OF subs, to be honest, because if you watch my videos on her that are highlighting the messed up she has done, the weird kind of incestuous vibes that are floating around her house, and you go and you purchase that to pull your pud, quite frankly, that's on you. Like, I'm only highlighting what's going on, you know? I don't see why I should necessarily feel like I've gave this girl her career. Not that she thinks that or anyone thinks that, but they're the top comments I get a lot. You're funding it. Eat my fucking nuts, man. Welcome to commentary.
I mean, I'm not hated for anything potentially, like, it's nothing that's really, really bad. Yeah, it's bad about a storyline and about how it happened, but I'd say it's not anything that I'm doing technically wrong.
Girl, Katie, are we forgetting that you're hated because you come online and pretend that you slept with someone that you didn't, which, like Rory said, is this thing I like to call defamation. And it's weird. It's very strange, because all it takes is Tommy one day, not that he would, because I highly doubt he cares, to come and go, I have never met you in my life ever. And also, you're known for having a series of TikToks on your page that involve you kind of doing sexual things in front of your dad, like bending over in front of him, crawling towards him on all fours with your appendage hanging out. Makes it sound like she's got a penis. She doesn't. Believe me, I've seen. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's nothing. And I mean, yeah, back to the old age argument of every piece of hate is good hate. That's not true. I mean, look at Hitler, man. Everyone knows who he is. Is that good? Is that good?
Do you know who Bonnie Blue is?
I do know Bonnie Blue, yeah.
She's doing something that everyone's hating on. Like, she's doing something that's kind of borderline proper bad, but she's making £500,000 a month.
I mean, I wouldn't describe it as borderline bad. She is essentially a predator, but of course you'd say that. I mean, again, I guess this boils down to whether you think that because something is technically legal, it's fine to kind of make loads of money from it. And I always get comments going, well, duh, that's what the law's there for. But I mean, there are plenty of things that are legal that are so weird. And throwing your underwear at your dad's head and sticking sex toys to him is one of those things. And Bonnie Blue sleeping with people that are barely legal is also legal, but weird. So, okay, you're both making money from doing really strange things. Okay, we knew this.
Do you know what defamation is?
Defamation, yeah.
Do you worry about this?
A lot of people are saying that, but I know what it is, but...
A lot of people are saying you're just lying.
Yeah, people have, well, they can think... The thing is, like, obviously, with a lot of celebrities, they get a lot of people, you know, not just this whole situation, but they're going to get a lot of people having mixed stories and from everything, so... That
doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense, mate. I think what you're trying to say is that celebrities have loads of lies made up against them. And yeah, we know, you're one of them. Like, what? I feel like she's consistently trying to make points that make herself look better by just stating facts that just don't actually help her. Because saying that celebrities have loads of mixed info about them, yeah, we know that. Tommy Fury probably cheated, maybe he didn't. You're claiming that you were one of them. You weren't. So we know that, but that's not helping. And he's basically asking her, like, are you lying? And she's like, I've said what I've said. If you believe it, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's what a liar would say. Because if I had genuinely slept with... if this was me now, I would just say, yes, genuinely, and I would have, like, a proper conversation about it. I wouldn't just be like, people can believe what they want. Because that's giving it's lies, which we know already. Like, what am I doing?
A lot of people are commenting on my looks, actually, because the thing is this is how people take it. Like, if I was a very good-looking girl, I feel like people would still hate because it's not Molly May. Because Molly May is apparently this queen, which she's got a good reputation, obviously, and she does, you know, does well for herself. But like, even if I was the nicest girl in the world, with good morals and...
No one would know who you were by then, though, would they?
But yeah, and if I spoke out about it, people would still have something to say, regardless of how I look and what I do for work. I feel like people are just nasty.
I mean, yeah, but that's because Molly and Tommy were known for being in a relationship, so whoever you are, whether you're attractive or not attractive, you're openly coming out to proudly admit that you broke up a relationship and the couple had a baby. Now, I do think there is this element of unnecessary hate on the woman anyway. Let's pretend that Katy is genuinely the reason they broke up. I actually don't think you can fully sit and say that that is entirely Katy's fault. I think it's very easy for people to jump online and blame the woman, but let's not forget that if this was true, Tommy is the one in a relationship. Katy has no loyalties to Tommy. Katy didn't marry Tommy. Katy is not responsible for keeping a relationship together. Now, of course, there are moral dilemmas around being a homewrecker. I don't agree with it, and I certainly wouldn't do it myself. However, Tommy is the person who people should be focusing their aggression on in terms of, the fact that he cheated. I don't think that's any woman's problem per se. Like, yeah, you're a bad person, but the hate surely should be on the man who cheated on his girlfriend who has a baby, Obviously, if you're actively, rubbing up on a man, grinding on him that has a partner and he's like, get the fuck off me, you are the problem. But if Tommy has cheated, he wasn't saying no, was he? I mean... Anyway, if you want to watch the rest of that, I'll link it in the description below. It's called Rory Paints Dates, and just go and have a watch of it. It's weird to see her in a different light, but let's not get fooled by her calm, happy demeanor, because her TikTok has not calmed down. Her TikTok is very contradictory to everything she says here, and although genuinely when I watched that podcast, I was like, you know what, she actually seems okay. She's got a screw loose. I don't care whether she said she's not mentally ill. You've got a mental illness. You're just undiagnosed.
He cheated on Molly May with you.
Yeah.
So wait, are you the reason why they broke up?
Her dad looks like he has no idea what she's doing. Why? Again, here's, I guess, a bit more evidence that that is actually her dad. You can quite clearly see that the old man on the screen is an old man and not an old man filter. I think we've already established that, but a lot of people don't think that it actually is her dad. They think it's someone with like an old man filter, and it's obviously not. Again, I just question why, like, by this point, her dad knows. Her dad allows her to film him and put it online. I'm telling you, this man also maybe probably needs his hard drive checked. I'm not gonna lie. I know in my last video, my friend who actually went to Katy's school and Katy's dad was her teacher, she said that the guy was nice and friendly and people liked him, but I'm sorry, I don't care how friendly you are. That's not normal behavior to let your daughter post your face on the same account that she's thrown her crusty, dusty panties and they stuck to your head, and she actually posted that, and you're okay with her putting your face on there? Christ. You know what? Interviewing Katy, I want to talk to Kate and her dad. I want to talk to her dad and be like, how were you raised, bro? Were you raised in a barn?
He cheated on Molly May with you.
Yeah.
So wait, are you the reason why they broke up?
Part of the reason, yeah.
And the
Again, this video was 3 days ago. She actually asked Rory from the podcast to delete the Tommy Fury stuff, yet she's still going on about it. Like, it's like in these podcasts, she makes out that like she almost regrets talking about that, but then she knows that it's the only thing that's going to get her attention and hate, which, like she says, fuels her OF. So she's still doing it. So you don't regret. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Like, 42 likes, man. Like, and the top comment is, "Are you Harry Kane's twin?" Like, that can't be fun for your mental health.
So yeah, I'm part of the reason Tommy Fury slipped it in my nunny. I'm sorry, Molly May, but it was only the tip, and my nunny is pretty good, so yeah.
I just want to know when the spitting thing's gonna get old for her. It's not even doing well. It's not even worth it. Like, and who is getting attracted to her spitting on herself? It, like, not even in like an actual sexual way. She's just drooling. And I'm not gonna lie, when that video first came on, I thought she had the filter on. I'm not even trying to be mean. I actually thought the filter was still on, and then I realized that it wasn't. So do with that what you will. Why would you post this? You're violating yourself. What, is this girl okay? Like, does she need to speak to a therapist? I think she needs some form of like therapy to make herself feel better about herself. Although, no, I think she's okay with that. But this is like some masochist shit. Like, you've got to have mental... Don't tell me you don't have mental health problems, Katy, because you do. This is the stuff of wild nightmares, and I don't care how much money you're making. Which reminds me, I also wanted to point out that in the podcast, we didn't get to this bit. Quite frankly, I couldn't put myself through that, but she says that she earns £150,000 a month. Later on down the video, she then goes, I used to be earning 400. I went from earning 400 to 18,000. And me and my boyfriend were like, so she's lying. She doesn't earn 150, which obviously is fucking true. We know that. Her posts get like 80 likes. She's earning 18,000, I reckon. That's not unreasonable because, like we said, men will buy anything, to be honest. Anyone's only anyone's only. But it's funny how she tried to tell us it was 150 and then she actually slipped up the truth, which is it's probably around 18k. And don't get me wrong, that's insane money. I mean, I don't earn 18,000 a month. I wish I did. And 18,000 for saying that Tommy Fury slipped it in your nunny is quite insane. And I wish I didn't say that, to be honest.
Is very good, and that's the reason why we maybe went again and we are where we are right now. So yeah, South boys, anyone who's South, come put it in my nunny, because
I love that she's combining every single clip into one, and to the point it doesn't even make sense. I'm part of the reason, come slip it in my nunny, and where's my South boy? That doesn't even make sense. That sentence was the most insane sentence I've ever heard. And at this point, she's not even trying. And I've got to respect it. She's just posting for the sake of posting. The PR is potentially on the floor by now.
I am so sorry to address that Tommy Fury did put his tip in me in Dubai and he flew me home first class. Thought I'd insert some pictures here, but Molly May just wanted to address it was only the tip. Like, he only put the tip in because he felt bad, but oh my god, his yum yum was so good. It made me cream everywhere. Oh, Tommy Fury, I'd love to just do it again.
I mean, you don't cream, so to speak, from the tip. I can't really see that happening, to be honest. And second of all, this was 2 hours ago. Yet she wanted a podcaster to take out the parts where she was talking about Tommy. Like, are you okay? You're telling me you haven't got a diagnosis for anything that could be affecting your trail of thought? Such a strange woman.
It's never gonna happen. It was a once in a lifetime experience. So I'm gonna insert some pictures here, and he let me have a in the G-Wagon. Fuck me. Thinking about it is getting me like a slug down there.
I mean, we've heard you say some pretty questionable words for your downstairs area, but a slug is something new. If anyone ever described me down there as a slug, I'd probably kill myself, to be perfectly honest. But I mean, you're saying it about yourself, so that's fine. Again, this is what I mean when I say if you buy her OF after hearing her describe her downstairs as a slug, I fear that's on you. Like, you probably need therapy. I mean, I need therapy after this, to be fair.
Sorting out my nunny once again. Now, all I think about now is Tommy Fury, because obviously Tommy Fury put the tip in, and like, obviously we haven't met up much since, and obviously like we haven't done anything since, obviously, because it was like a one night thing. Obviously I've met him and then like chilled with him and gone up London with him, but like now I'm sat on the
I can't actually show the rest of that. I got my last video age restricted for sexually suggestive content at 8 seconds in because of the water bottle video, so I actually can't show the rest of that. I feel ill, and quite frankly I don't think we need to watch anymore, do we? Because I'm kind of flogging a dead horse at this point. You've seen it all. But thank you, Katie. I'm happy you know who I am. It's really made my day. It's really made me happy, and definitely doesn't give me the urge to just end it all. At least we're done now, I think. I think we can safely say that we're drawing the Katy Robertson saga to a close, you'll be pleased to know. If you did enjoy today's... There's a hair stuck to me. If you did enjoy today's video, I'm part of the reason, yeah. You can see I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Can you not see in my eyes? Like, it's gone. It's all gone. Subscribe, I guess, because I need it after this. And what on earth? Say hello to Mr. Stinkman. Subscribe for him, man. Like, he just had his balls chopped. Say something. Say something. Don't go shy. Don't go shy. He is my baby. Subscribe for him. See you later.